I'm going to use the slide and this little hole at the end of the polymath to draw a circle with the centre O and radius OA, and I'm not going to measure the radius. The slide is just a little rectangle of material that you can wedge in between these two bars, but still you can move it along. I'll show you that in a second. This one was made out of a plastic. It was cut out of a plastic mat. It's about 1 millimetre thick. It's soft plastic. You could bend it. And but you could use simply a piece of cardboard, like say the cardboard in the lid of a shoebox. It needs to have a certain thickness. So now I'm going to take this up in my hand and wedge it into the polymath. Then I'll show you what I mean. So it's now in the polymath there, but I should be able to hold it in position here through the hole, and still I should be able to move the polymath either by pulling it or pushing it back along, and the slide still stays in. Now, I don't want to have to move the slide any more than is necessary, so I'll get a rough idea of where the slide should be. I'm putting this little hole over the end of the line segment here. I'm putting it over A. And now looking at here, I can see the O is roughly opposite 2.5. So now I'll take up this again in my hand and I'll slide this slide down along until the hole looks to be roughly opposite 2.5. And then I'll place it back down again. I'm putting the little hole in the slide just over O, and I'm anchoring that in position there. Now I'll have to just move the polymath just by pushing it in, the tiniest little bit, because it's practically right at the end. And when you think you have it in position, then check it with the pencil that when you put the pencil in, it is actually going down on the point that you want. So that I think is fine. So now I'm going to just draw my circle, holding it here and just drawing it around like this. It's stuck up there. Go back to my little, and then I'll go back here and draw it up just so as my hand is not so much in the way. Now, that's your circle.